What's up, you guys? Chaz Lewis. I'm gonna take you guys through a nice 20-minute beginner boxing tutorial, showing you guys a little bit about your footwork, your stances, showing you some punches and getting a nice little burn at the same time. Let's get to it, all right? Let's make in the center of our mat. First things first, let's talk about your stance, okay? Whether your left leg in front or right leg in front. When that right leg is in front, we call this southpaw. When your left leg is in front, we call that orthodox, okay? So for the sake of just this video, I'm gonna stay in the orthodox stance, but feel free to switch and mix and match as you choose, whatever feels comfortable to you. With that being said, let's go ahead and get that back foot up. That heel, this is our kickstand. This is gonna be pushing us forward into everything, whether it's our punch or our evading, it all comes from this leg. When we're moving back, that's gonna come from that front leg, okay? So let's just start with our movement. Boxing is a series of unilateral steps. That means one at a time. Walking, we move one foot at a time. You'll never see someone punch with both hands at a time, so that's why it's a unilateral. With that being said, moving forward, you're gonna push off that back leg, land with the front leg, okay? We're gonna do that real slow, watch. Step, step, moving one foot at a time. Step, 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 just like that. Same way you move forward, it's gonna be the same way you move backwards. Step, 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 step. Just like that. Go ahead and do it again. Step, 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 step. Good, we're going a little quicker. Step, 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 step. Notice I'm taking small steps. The more force I can generate in that small step, the better. Let's try it again. Step, 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 step. Beautiful, take it back. Step, 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 step. Beautiful, shake it out. That's just moving forward and back, but just like we all know, we don't just move in one direction, especially in a boxing match, right? With that being said, we have to move left and right as well. So let's move laterally. The same way we moved forward is the same way we're gonna move left or right. Based off the direction we're going, that's the foot that's gonna move first. So if I'm moving to my left, I'm gonna step with my left first. Step, 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 step. If I'm moving to my right, step, 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 step. Notice how I keep that level of space in between my feet at all times. The one thing you don't want to do is step, step. You never want to cross your feet, and you never want to take 1 inch and then 3 inches, or 3 inches and then 1 inch, because now you see how my stance is getting real displaced and all over the place, okay? So you always want to move 1 foot at a time, okay? So let's try this. We're going to go to the left and we're going to go to the right. Ready? Step, 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 step. Beautiful, let's take it off the direction. Step, 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 step. Beautiful, go again. Step, 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 step. Opposite direction. Step, 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 step. Beautiful, shake it out. Doing this in itself is a great warm up for your legs. You're gonna feel your hips burn, you're gonna feel your calves start to warm up, and those are muscles you really wanna get nice and warm before you start throwing punches, because again, this is where we generate our power from. A lot of times we think our power comes from up top with our hands. No, your power comes from down low with your feet. We generate our force with that step. We step into our punches, no matter what direction we're moving off of. That's why we learn to move forward and back, left and right, okay? Now the next thing, let's pretend that we had a circle here. We can't just move forward, back, left and right. We're gonna move in a circle direction. So if this is my opponent in front of me, I'm gonna circle, but 1 foot at a time. So let's go to the right first. Step, 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 step. See how we did that? We just circled all the way around. Now again, if we gotta go the opposite direction, we're going to the left. Left foot moves first. Ready? Step, 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 step. And now we're still got our opponent in front of us. Main thing is always keep your opponent in front of you, all right? Go ahead and shake it out, you guys. So that's the stance when it comes to the lower body. Let's talk about the upper body a little bit. When it comes to the upper body stance, I want you to notice, if this is my opponent, okay? You guys are my opponent, I'm going to have my upper body at an angle, and I'm gonna raise my front shoulder. Don't worry about trying to jack your shoulder out this much or you're gonna get a kink in your neck. But opposed, what I want you to do is raise the shoulder and tuck that chin next to it, okay? The reason we're in the stance, when now that I'm at an angle, the only thing you might have access to is this small little sliver, but I'm not gonna let you get that. You're not gonna be able to touch my chin because my chin is protected. This, I don't worry about all day. This is just, I'll take hits here all day, but here's the one place you don't wanna take a hit. This is the light switch, is what we fighters call this. Getting hit here, bad news. So you always wanna keep that upper body at an angle. When you're at this angle, now you're able to generate more punch and more rotational power and just be able to protect yourself more so when you're here as opposed to just standing square onto your opponent. So throughout this workout, I want you to check yourself every now and then. Is my upper body at an angle? Is my back heel up? Am I moving one foot at a time? Those are small details that I want you to go over and over and over with again, okay? Now, let's get to punching, all right? So first punch of the day, let's talk about the jab. The jab is also known as the one. It starts with the front hand. Like I said, if you're orthodox, that's gonna be your left hand. If you're a southpaw, that's gonna be your right hand, okay? With that being said, moving forward, remember, we generate our power from the ground up. So that power should come from that back foot, that step, stepping into that punch. Again, the smaller the step, the more force you're able to generate. So from there, ready? Step with that first punch, pull it back when that back foot comes up. Again, step, back foot comes up. Step, back foot comes up. Take it back, step, front foot comes back, step, front foot comes back, okay? Shake it out. Now let's try it a little bit quicker, okay? Step, 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 okay? That's the pace we're gonna hit. Ready? Step, 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 step. Beautiful, take it back. Step, 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 step. Beautiful. I want you to try 3 of them. This time, I'm not gonna say anything, but let's try it at a real good pace. Pretend you're trying to hit somebody, okay? Put some speed on it. Ready? Take it back. Nice. I want you guys to notice. Do you hear it? I was breathing. Try it one more time. Ready? Watch, listen. Always exhale when you throw that punch. When you exhale like that, gives you a sort of tighten up effect, and you want to be tight. A lot of times, you know, boxers, we throw punches in traffic, meaning we're in the middle of a scrap. Everyone's punching, you're gonna get caught. So you gotta breathe while you're doing it, but you gotta be tight. Otherwise, you're gonna be winded and out of breath, all right? Let's switch sides. Let's go to the other leg, right leg now. With that being said, step forward with that jab, okay? Step, 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 step. Just like that, take it back. Step, 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 step. Beautiful. Step, 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 step. That's gonna be our pace, right? Ready? Step, 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 step. Beautiful. Take it back. Step, 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 step. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let's put some real speed on it now, all right? That shoulder up, that back heel up, upper body at that angle. Ready? Step, 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 step. Take it back. Beautiful. Shake it out, catch your breath. From there, let's just rotate our shoulders, get them nice and loose. Still warming that upper body up right now. Lower body should be nice and good. Catch your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Now that punch was the one or the jab. The next punch is gonna be the two, or the cross, or the straight. If you're in an orthodox stance, it's gonna also be called the right. If you're in a southpaw stance, it's gonna be called the left. But for the sake of this video, let's just call it the two, all right? With that being said, when you throw this punch, rotation, 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 it all comes from here. Think of a towel getting squeezed out. That's what I want you to think about when you're throwing this punch. You're rotating that upper body. One of the reasons it's so important to have that upper body at that angle is so that now you have more range of motion to generate force in this punch. Rotate. Now, before I said the power comes from the ground up, it's still the same. Notice the pivot at my ankle, hip, and my shoulder as I rotate. As my upper body rotates, that hips and my ankle rotate into that pivot, bringing it right back, just like that. That's how you're gonna generate your power for this punch. The two is a punch that has the potential to be the longest punch in boxing. Some people say it's the most powerful. That's debatable, but it is definitely one of the more long, lengthy punches, okay? That being said, let's move forward, okay? As we pivot, we're going to step, okay? Watch, I'll do it real slow. pivot and step at the same time. The goal is for when this foot touches, you want the fist to touch your opponent as well. Ready? Beautiful. Same thing moving back. Now we're stepping and pivoting with that back foot. Front foot comes back, just like that. Good. Front foot comes back. Front foot comes back. Beautiful. Shake it out. Catch your breath. All right, let's try it a little bit quicker. Again, all these punches, the goal is to snap, not bully and muscle the punches. We want to snap, so stay nice and loose while you do these punches. Don't tire yourself out too fast. All right, ready? Good, just like that. Again. Beautiful, one more. Beautiful, let's take it back now. Ready? Beautiful, I want you to notice how small my pivot is. It's not a super crazy pivot, but it's real nice and subtle, sharp, just like that, okay? Let's try the other side. Remember, this is a orthodox, now then this is southpaw. If that is called the right, this is called the left, okay? Ready, get in your stance, front shoulder up, ready, and good, again, again, again. Beautiful, take it back. Beautiful, beautiful. One more. Beautiful, shake it out. Beautiful, so that's how you throw the right or the left or the two or the cross, whatever you want to call it, that's how you throw that punch. So we have the jab, we have the cross, and now I'm going to show you guys the next step, the next punch, the three, the hook punch. One of the most popular punches ever thrown. When you throw the hook punch, again, rotation, 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 okay? Throwing the hook punch, if throwing these straight punches is for the side of the face, the hook punch is for the side of the head. When you throw these punches, rotate, we have all our weight on the front leg, so we're gonna rotate the front hip and turn the hips as we throw this punch. Boom, I want you to notice, now my front ankle is the one that's pivoted up, and my back foot is the one that's flat. I just shifted the weight to the back. Let's try that again, real nice and slow. In your stance, all that weight's on that front leg, back heel is up, real slow. Let's just look at the feet. Pivoting and switching heels. Now my front heel is the one that's up, my back heel is down. My hips are facing the opposite direction, okay? Let's try that again, real nice and steady, just the feet. Boom, okay? Now let's add the punch into it. Just like that, okay? If I do it correctly, my chin is still protected, my eyes are on my opponent, and my hands at my face, and I can get right back to my stance. Again, your punches are snap. It's really easy to want to muscle this punch, but I want you to always keep that in mind. Snap, 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 and nice and relaxed, okay? So let's do that a little bit quicker. Boom, just like that. Just working on that pivot, keeping that shoulder up. I want you to think as if you had a scythe or a stick and you're pulling with one hand, pushing with the other. Boom, just like that. When you have that same concept, it's real easy to keep that hand up. Boom, turning the hips over. Remember, that's the hook punch, okay? Let's try the other side, okay? So now the back foot up, if we're in the southpaw stance, is your left hand, or left foot, I'm sorry. Front shoulders up. And then from there, as we shift our weight, now the front heel, the right foot is up, okay? Chin is still protected, hands by the face. Let's try it again. Ready? Good, again. Good, again. Beautiful, hands up, chin tucked, and a couple more tries. Ready, and last one. Boom, just like that, shake it out. Catch your breath. That's 3 punches we just learned. We learned the jab, the cross, or the 2, and the hook, or the 3. Off those 3 punches alone, there's a plethora of combinations you can throw. You could throw left, right, which is 1, 2. You could throw right hook, which is 2, 3. You can go 1, 2, 3. You could do double of one of them. Jab, jab, right. Jab, jab, hook. The opportunities are endless. The goal though is you want to be proficient in each punch so that when you get creative, that's there for you. All right, so let's add a little bit of creativity into those punches. Let's get into your stance. All right, so the first one we're gonna go over Let's do 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna put them all together, okay? If I'm moving forward, I'm gonna step with that first punch, pivot on the second punch, and then from here, we're already in line to throw the perfect hook because our body's already twisted. Rotate, 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 boom, pivoting that foot, that front heel up, chin still tucked, and we're looking at that opponent, right back to your stance. See how we did that? Let's do it again. Okay, stepping on the first punch, step, pivot, rotate, 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 boom, back foot up, okay? Now I want you to say pop, 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 pop. That's the cadence that we're gonna go for. We wanna kill the time in between these punches. The more time in between these punches, the less likely that they are to actually land, okay? So let's do pop, pop, pop. See how it flows, pop, pop, pop. Make sure you finish with the hips facing that way. Pop, pop, pop. Good, go ahead and try it again. Pop, pop, pop. Good, now go at your own pace, but let's put a little bit of steam on them, a little bit of speed on it, all right? Ready? And pop, pop, pow. There, see how that goes? Pop, pop, pow. See how that hook punch snaps? Okay, let's try it one more time. Ready? Pop, pop, pow. Beautiful, shake it out. Catch your breath. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go to the other side. Same combination. Get that back heel up. Raise that front shoulder. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. See how we did that? Let's do it slow again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now let's put some sting on it, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Pop, pop, pow. Again. Last time. Ready? Pop, pop, boom. Beautiful. Shake it out. Catch your breath. Deep inhale and exhale. Very nice, guys. Catch your breath. It's a good combination. That's a good boxing staple. Every fighter needs to know that combination. And it's a great one. Your body is moving all over the place. Coordination is key. Next one. Let's just do the 2, 3. Another beautiful combination. A combination that is really good for generating power. You're gonna start with just throwing that 2, the right hand or the left, depending on your stance. And then you're gonna pivot and twist into that punch. Real simple. We kind of just did part of it already, but now we're just doing that little last half of the combination without the jab. All right? Now feel free to step forward on this punch, or you can do this stationary. If you do a stationary, when you step in and throw that hook, now the front foot comes right back so you're not necessarily moving. But if you're moving, throw that right hand, hook, then bring that back foot up, just like that, all right? Let's go ahead and give it a try. Ready? Just like that, see? The emphasis of this technique is power. It's a power shot, that hook. You're loading up for that hook. You want that exclamation point to be on the last part of the technique. Not the first punch, but the last punch. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? Good, again. Last one. Beautiful, notice I'm breathing. I want you to breathe on every punch. The more you hold your breath, you're gonna start turning purple. We don't want that, especially while you're in the middle of fighting, all right? Go ahead and face this direction. Let's try it again, but now we're doing the opposite side. So that means the left hand is the 2 and the right hand is the hook, all right? Let's give it a try. Ready? Pivoting that front foot, good. Again. Beautiful, again. Just like that, okay? Shifting the weight. Let's put some real speed on them now, right? Beautiful, again. One more time, ready? Beautiful, shake it out, catch your breath. Very nice, very nice. Deep inhale and exhale. So we did the jab, we did the right, we did the hook, we did the 1, 2, 3, and we just did the 2, 3. And whatever combinations you want to do from there on, afterwards, you can. You could double jab, you can 1, 2, 2, 3. It's the opportunity is yours, okay? So the goal behind it is now to mix that into the movement we did in the beginning. If we're moving left or right, 1, 2, step. 1, 2, step. Right? 1, 2, step. 1, 2, step. Let's do the 1, 2, 3 laterally. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. Notice how all of those combinations are thrown before the last step is made, okay? Punch, 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 step, okay? Step first, combination, Step last, cover yourself on the way out, all right? Good job today, you guys. That's our 20-minute boxing introduction workout. Hope you had fun. Catch you on the next.